The absolute best salespeople I ever worked with, they were not big talkers. They were great at these two things. They were great at asking questions, and they were great at just listening. So often we think that selling is about convincing someone that this is why you need what we're selling. It's really not. And so on this episode, based on everything that I've learned from some of the best salespeople, based on being a founder that learned how to embrace selling, I'm going to give you the 3 most powerful questions that you need to be asking in your sales conversations. Intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Unstoppable. I'm TK, and on this channel, I help SaaS founders like you grow your SaaS businesses faster with an unstoppable strategy. If you are new to this channel, welcome. I drop a video like this 3 times a week with actionable strategies to grow your SaaS business. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and that bell icon. That way you'll get notified every single time I drop an episode with the TK energy. Also, if you're part of our community already, a really fast growing community, I'm so excited about it. If you're part of my SaaS go-to-market coaching program, welcome. So awesome to see you over here. The one thing every great SaaS founder did, every SaaS founder that wants to scale his or her company needs to do is embrace selling. Embrace selling. Now, whether you're selling your product to a prospective customer, whether you are selling your company to a VP candidate that you are trying to convince that person to join your company, or you're selling investors to actually fundraise and raise that next round of funding. Regardless, you have to get great at selling. You have to embrace selling. This is something that I learned, and I embrace selling, and I learned from some of the best out there. Now, in this episode, I'm going to dig into, based on everything that I learned, I'm going to dig into the 3 questions you just need to be asking in every single sales conversation. And when you do this, you and your team will be able to close more deals and grow your SaaS business faster. So if you're excited to dig into the principles, go ahead and smash that like button, and let's go to principle number 1. So principle number 1, and I covered this in a prior video. I gave you the overall structure on how to run a killer sales call. If you missed it, you can check it out here. You don't have to go right now. I'll link to it below. But I kind of teased this one. The first question, the first most impactful question you need to be asking is why? Here's the thing. Someone said yes to you. They added time in their own calendar and they decided to meet with you. Whether it's an in-person meeting or a Zoom meeting, more likely a Zoom meeting these days, they decided that this was important enough. And the most important question you can ask them as you're starting this conversation is, hey, I know you have a lot going on. I appreciate your time. Why did you decide to prioritize this? What is going on in your world that made this a priority that is important to you? Tell me a little bit more about that. You can ask this question in your own way. You can ask why in your own way. But when you start to frame the conversation around this, it shows a few things. 1, it means that you're really seeking to understand this person that you're meeting with. 2, you respect their time and appreciate them taking time out of their day to meet with you. And 3, you're giving them an opportunity to just tell you hey, here's what's top of mind for me. Here's the problem I'm having, because you're better off aligning with the true reason that they're meeting with you instead of trying to pretend and assume that your most important reason is their reason. So number one most important, powerful question you can be asking is, why'd you decide to meet with us? What got this in the top of your priority list? What's going on in your world? Tell me more about that. The second question, this is the second principle that you need to be asking, and this kind of dovetails from the first question, is where are you now? Now, suppose you're selling marketing software, or you're selling HR software, or sales software, whatever SaaS business you're selling, there's some situation that this ideal buyer, that this person that's meeting with you is in right now. And what you want to do is understand their world. So often we jump into digging into, hey, here's why we're amazing, and here's why we're awesome. You're probably having these 50 problems. You're better off really asking them, hey, tell me more about your world. What's going on? And we employ these questions in our own sales process here at Unstoppable when people join the go-to-market program. So literally we say, hey, what's going on in your world? Tell me where you are in your business. How's growth going? What are your top priorities? Because all these questions help us get a common ground on understanding each other. And more importantly, it helps the salesperson, you in this case, or me, really understand what's going on in their world so we can align our message, our product, the problems we solve best based on what's literally top of mind for them. So question number 2 is, where are you now? Now, before I go into question number 3, the third most powerful, and by the way, I also have a bonus question for you. So before we go into the number 3 and the bonus question, let me just pause here for a second. If you're starting to see the power in this, if you're starting to understand, there's one thing I want you to take away is the best salespeople in the world are not the best sellers. What they are truly is they know how to ask the right questions and listen for the answer, listen for clues, so they can align the sales process to the buyer. If you're starting to see the power in this, can I just get a yes in the comments below? That way I know you're getting value. Also smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm if you haven't already. Now, the other thing I have for you is, if you're building out your SaaS business, you're building out your strategy to grow, I invite you to download my 5-point SaaS growth strategy guide. It's completely free. It goes into a lot more detail into the key pillars that drives growth for a SaaS business. I'll tell you more about it in this video, but let's go to question and principle number 3. So principle number 3, the question number 3 you want to be asking is, what does success look like? This is super important, right? Well, you want to ask them, here's the thing I keep telling everyone, it's super important, is people don't really want to buy more software. They have enough software. No one wakes up in the morning and says, gee, I wish we had more software. They want results. They want a certain result. They want to have success. They want to accomplish their goals, regardless of whether you're doing a B2B purchase or a B2C purchase. So what you want to be asking is, hey, I understand where you are right now. I understand some of the challenges you have, some of the priorities you have. Tell me what success looks like. What does success look like? Another way to say this that I like using is, what are you optimizing for? What are you optimizing for? And sometimes I put a time frame around it. Like in the next 6 months, what does success look like for you? What does success look like for your go-to-market machine or your sales process or your marketing process? When you do this, it helps you understand whether the goals that they have are realistic, whether they've thought through the goals, and it gets the customer to also think, well, you're right. What do I want? Because sometimes, and this is true for us as humans, we get so enamored in the problems, we haven't thought about, well, instead of these problems, instead of dealing with these things, what do I want instead? And so when you ask them, what does success look like? And sometimes you add a time frame, what does success look like in 6 months? Everything becomes a lot more in the possibility zone. You get excited about like, oh, actually, success looks like where we're growing at a certain clip. We have a really well-defined go-to-market machine. We know exactly where our customers are coming from. We know how to do attribution. Whatever you're selling, you'll start to pick up on those keywords. And based on these 3 questions, why are you here? Like literally what's top of mind? Why is this a priority? To what's going on in your business right now? To where do you want to be? What does success look like? Between these 3 questions, I've seen AEs, I've seen CEOs that are incredible at selling. I've done this myself. Really frame the sales presentation, really frame how I approach the sales process with them, because I truly understand what's going on in their world. And you'll find for the real buyers, that they want to tell you these things because they want to be understood. They don't want you to just pitch to them your standard pitch. They want to tell you like, hey, here's what's going on in my world. Maybe you can help. Now, there are some people, when you start to ask these questions, they'll get flippant. They'll get angry. They'll say, can we just get to the demo already? I got news for you. 9 times out of 10, those people are never going to buy. They're just not going to buy. And if the number 1 trait for successful salespeople is that they know to ask the right questions and listen, the number 2 trait is they know how to sniff out a bad deal. And if someone gets flippant when you ask these kind of questions in a respectful way, then they're probably not going to buy. They're probably broke. They probably don't even have budget. That's 9 times out of 10 is what happens. So I do have a bonus one for you. I have a bonus question that you can ask and that you should ask. If you haven't already, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. The bonus question I have for you is you should ask, what's holding you back? This is bonus, and it's actually an essential one. I ask this all the time in every sales process I've been in. So if you understand their why they prioritize it, you understand what's going on in their world, usually you dig into the problems that they're experiencing, and you ask them like, what does success look like? Between where you are now and what does success look like, there's some things that are holding them back, and they know what they are. So if you can get them to just talk to you about, hey, what's holding you back? Well, we don't know how to do this, or we can't scale fast enough, or we just don't have the data, or it's too much, we don't have the processes to actually scale this fast. Whatever it is, they'll tell you. And based on that, they'll dovetail into your manifesto, your strategic message, they'll dovetail into your demo. All those things will start to come together really, really nicely, which is super powerful. So in conclusion, those are the 3.5, or rather 4 more. I decided to over-deliver on this one. Hopefully it's okay to over-deliver on these videos. 4 most important sales questions to ask, most powerful questions to ask to really transform your sales process and close more deals. Number 1, why? Why should you prioritize this? Tell me what's going on in your world. Where are you now? Number 3, what does success look like? And number 4, what's holding you back? And based on that, you can really craft the sales presentation, the sales process. Now, if you want to dig deeper into how to actually structure your sales call, how to think about the demo and all those things, be sure to check out this video. I'll link to it below. It goes a little bit into detail on how to structure your sales call so that they're killer. Also, if you're scaling your SaaS business, if you're at that point where you're looking to really get the growth going, I encourage you to download my 5-point SaaS growth strategy guide. It's completely free and it goes into detail on exactly how I create a one-page strategy to grow for any SaaS business. Just go to getunstoppable.com/strategy. It's completely free, or you can follow the link below for that as well. Lastly, if you got value from this video, be sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It also just means a lot to me and my team. We put a lot of love into these videos. If you haven't already, I drop an episode like this 3 times a week. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and that bell icon. You'll get notified every single time I drop an episode. And lastly, remember, everyone needs a strategy for their life and their business, but when you are with us, yours is going to be unstoppable. I'm TK, and I'll see you in the next episode.